Hey everybody, Robert Kirkman here. This is kind of a weird one. I don't even really know where to begin. 2020 never fails to surprise. So we got contacted at Image Comics about 3 weeks ago from the printer that said that they had found a pallet of books that had mysteriously arrived. They were there one morning when I guess they came to open up the warehouse. And they sent a few of the books to us. And well, let me just show you what we're talking about here. Hold on a second. This is apparently a comic book called Solid Blood by myself and Ryan Otley, and this is issue 17. But the thing is, these are characters that Ryan and I had discussed doing something with post Invincible. You know, that we definitely created, but Ryan is exclusive to Marvel. He just wrapped up a run on Amazing Spider-Man and is working on something in secret now for Marvel. And I am very busy with all the various different things that I'm doing. The new Invincible show you should all be excited about. Various Walking Dead programs. I've got Oblivion Song. I've got Firepower. I've got Outcast. Anyway, basically this is a comic book that we did not work on, that has come from I don't know where. I originally thought it was a prank that Ryan was trying to play on me, but he is claiming that that is not the case. I mean, this is like a full, real comic book, you know, and reading it over, it certainly seems like my work, and again, features characters that we have talked about. I mean, you can see it has a full credits page. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. It is super weird, but there were, you know, tens of thousands of copies of this comic book in storage, and so I thought, you know, it's 2020, what the hell? Why don't we distribute this? So this is actually going to be in stores December 16th. So if you want to go to your local comic shop and get the most confusing comic book that I've ever seen, this thing shouldn't exist. This makes no sense to me whatsoever, but I don't know. There's so much about this that is causing me to question so many things right now. I don't even know what to say, but I don't know. Solid Blood 17 in stores December 16th. Look for it. I'm so confused.
What up, people? We are back. Your boy Usema, DJ Server 2, British Nerds. Decided to make this video into a vlog because I just wanted to, and I want to walk back and forth and so forth. Whoa. I nearly fell. So this has to be one of the most confusing comic books I have ever come across in regards to me being alive, because it makes no sense whatsoever unless this is Robert Kirkman and Ryan Otley trying to push a new book or promoting a new comic book that will eventually be an ongoing series. I can't tell you anything about the book because I don't know anything about the book. No synopsis, no storyline, no nothing. It just dropped out of the blue. They dropped it on his YouTube, basically on his YouTube page about 4 days ago. That video there was from his official YouTube account, which will be linked right there, so you can actually check him out and subscribe. But I have nothing to say. I'm just so confused. In regards to it being issue 17, not issue 2, not issue 3, issue 17. So does that mean now basically there's 16 issues that haven't come out? I think it's it's promotional. I really think. I think when we read this issue, we're gonna find out what this book is really about and what's really happening. Who knows? We might read the book and it'll be like, I don't know, April Fools. Like, who knows? I don't know. There's nothing I can tell you about the book. Period. It just dropped out of the blue, and this is literally what I have to go by. But I did see one thing that kind of made me think. So one guy, I came across on his Twitter account, and he said, "What if? What if? What if Solid Blood actually is a crossover of crossover?" So crossover. This is issue 2. Haven't read it yet. It's basically about, imagine every single comic book superheroines, every single person, from the comics, they come out of the comics, being Marvel, DC, Image. They come out and they start fighting, and they're basically alive, right? That's the synopsis of the book, and that's the synopsis of issue 1. I haven't read issue 2, but someone was saying, what if Solid Blood is potentially a crossover between crossover? Who knows? And maybe the 16th issue, basically, of crossover ties into issue 17, basically, of, what do you call it? Solid Blood. I thought of that just now, by the way, because that kind of makes sense to a degree. Who knows? Because they have to give us, for us to read issue 17 of Solid Blood, which we know nothing about, there has to be a build up to it. So, could this book right here, crossover, be actually the building block to Solid Blood? And then issue 18 of Solid Blood could be renamed, I don't know, Crossover Blood. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there, but that's what this guy said basically on Twitter. He was like, what if it was a crossover? And I was like, makes sense. And what I've just said here is my own take basically on crossover, basically issue. What I've said to you right now is my take on this scenario. I didn't get this from anyone else. It just came to my beautiful Gemini mind as we speak. But I'm excited because apart from it being just a crazy drop, basically, like it's an insane drop in regards to just issue 17, just out of the blue, right? I'm excited in getting the book because I love Robert Kirkman's run. I love Robert Kirkman's writing, and I love Ryan Otley. I loved his work on Invincible. So to see and hear that he basically said in that video that, of course, these are characters that we pre-created and spoke about before Invincible, I reckon it's gonna be very, very cool. So to see them back again for one issue, or maybe it's gonna be an ongoing issue, who knows? I'm excited in grabbing the book. Now, the reason I've also entitled this video Hyped Up Comics is because that book there is gonna sell out quickly. It's already hitting eBay for like £34, which is like £34 plus like £45 shipping. That's at least like maybe what, let's say $40 plus shipping. You can actually grab it right now, literally, if you're in the States. You can grab it literally at Midtown Comics on their online website. I've checked, it's there. It's only $4, which is like £3-4. Just to let you know, if you are in the UK and you are ordering from Midtown Comics, their shipping is expensive, but because they do high priority, which is a word I can't pronounce, shipping, that means you're going to get your stuff on point. I think they do combine shipping. So what you want to do, just in case, buy a few comic books and basically, of course, add it to your shipping. I think they do combine shipping. If not, hey, it is what it is. You're paying that shipping fee. Or if not, you can just be calling the comic book stores like I did literally today and see if they're gonna grab them, or just chance it and go to your local comic book store in the morning and grab yourself a copy of the most confusing, unexpected book that should never have come out, which is kind of a smart way to promote the book. I do love it. 2020, Robert Kirkman, I like you, I love you, man, but come on. We all know you know this book, so you know what this book is really about. Come on, 1,000 copies just mysteriously appeared. And when you look at the book, funny enough, it looks like it's an old book. Like even the paper looks old. So does that mean it's been in storage for a very long time, or they just pressed the book with that particular paper, which I love, by the way, because going back to comic books, when I used to collect comic books back in the day, I mean, when I first got into comic books, the artwork was amazing because it wasn't digital, and the paper was so nice that, you know, eventually it used to turn like a yellowish color, and it had like a sand paper type of feel. Those back in the day comic books were amazing. They were more durable and they're dope. Don't get me wrong, I love comic books, but I'm just not a fan of the digital age in regards to comic books. I prefer the old school look to comics and feels and so forth. But going back to Solid Blood, hey, nothing I can say. Clueless in Seattle, which is a movie, by the way. Have nothing to say. Nothing. Nothing. No information about the book is out there. And that, like I said, it's a smart way. It's a smart way basically to promote a book, to get people intrigued. It's marketing on all levels. And come on, you have Robert Kirkman and Ryan Otley on the book, and it's like a book that comes out of nowhere, issue 17. Like, people are gonna go crazy. So the marketing, the strategy, the promotion behind it is amazing, and I love it. Now, if this is true in regards to that, the book came out of nowhere, and they pressed it and it just appeared, then I'd be like, raw, that's kind of mad, because that's insane. But if it was planned, and I think it was, like, to promote this book, you guys are good, giving me issue 17. I'm thinking, like, it's gonna be insane. So when we get issue 17, what happens? Like, is issue 18 gonna come out? I don't know. And that's the thing. I think the dope thing about this whole Solid Blood scenario, Solid Blood, is the fact that you just don't know. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen next. And you're gonna hear that there's gonna be an issue 18. Is it gonna stop? Is it you're going to read it and it's going to blow your mind because it's going to connect with something else? Like, no one knows. And the reason this book is so hot off the press is because these are characters, basically, that were created by Robert Kirkman. So you can imagine if these characters make any appearances down the line, in future comic books, movies, TV shows, animes, whatever you want to call it, like, this book will be the substance of how these characters came to life. So it's going to be a sought after book, because all of the characters are going to be pretty much like first appearances in a way. Even though it's issue 17, they're still going to be basically first appearances. So every single character that you meet and read about in this comic book is going to be what? The first appearance, which makes the book even hotter than hot. You get me? So my advice to every single person is grab a copy. Even if it, let's say you find it on eBay for like $15, $20, grab it, and you sold that, grab it just in case, because I guarantee you the price will triple up. It will triple up, like, it will triple up. And hopefully I'll grab a copy, and when I do grab a copy, I will be on here and just I'm actually gonna read it as soon as I buy it. I'm gonna go outside or wherever I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna basically just make a video on the spot, like, and just go mad ham. But yeah, my advice to you is grab it. Also, check out all of your comic book sites in regards to shops that have an online shop, and keep refreshing the page. Go on there every hour, every 10 minutes throughout the whole week, whatever it might be, because I guarantee there will be a comic book shop that will put it online, and then it will sell out quickly. So not some, but all comic book stores, from what I'm hearing, they're going to keep it as basically, I think it's going to be one per customer, which makes sense. Grab it. If you have the chance to grab it, grab a copy, and don't be like, oh man, I don't want to get it. I don't know, it's issue 17. Get the damn book, because I guarantee you, when the book sells out, and it goes for some stupid amount of money, you're gonna kill yourself. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example. My friend a while ago, this is years ago, told me to grab Saga from Image Comics, and I was like, Saga? And he was like, he explained the synopsis to me, and I was like, I'm not too sure. So I went to, I think, Forbidden Planet, and I think they were sold out. Pardon me. So I went to read comics, and I literally I grabbed it. So oops, I grabbed it. This is Saga issue 1. Now the retail price is $3, which is like £2.80. The book is worth now at least 170 to 200 pounds or more, and I only paid 10 pounds for this book. So don't do it, man. You do not do it. If you see the book online, grab the book online and just deal with it. You know what I'm trying to say? Deal with it. Do not kill yourself. Do not kill yourself. That's pretty much it. What I have to say about Solid Snake. Not Solid Snake. Do you know what? Every time I think of the book, I keep saying Solid Snake. Gotta stop this, man. I gotta bloody stop it. That's pretty much me. I can't wait to read this. This week, like I said, this week basically, I didn't say it at the beginning. This week, Solid Blood is out. Grab a copy, get it online. Just grab a copy. If you see it, if you just see it, like if I'm looking at my laptop now, if you see it, buy it. Believe me, you'll thank me later. With that being said, I hope everyone is well and doing well, and I'll catch everyone literally in a bit. Peace.